Hey, how's it going? I'm just diddling. Thought I could get some feedback on what I'm diddling about, so. I'm practicing songs that I'm going to be playing during the tour. Met you in the dark, you lit me up, you made me feel as though I wasn't out. We danced the night away, we drank too much. I held your hair back when you were thrown up. Then you smiled. Hey guys, I'm practicing songs for the tour. The hardest thing, and I didn't think it'd be this hard, is trying to sing and play guitar at the same goddamn time. Because I can sing this sumbitch, but everything goes out the window, like as soon as I start actually playing. So, then you smiled over your shoulder. Nope, see, I rushed that. Then you smiled over your shoulder. For a minute I was stone cold sober. I pulled you close. Nah, see, fuddled it. I pulled you closer to my chest, and you asked me to stay over. I said I already told you. I think that you should get some rest. I knew I loved you then, but you'd never know. I knew I loved you then, but you'd never know. 'Cause I played it cool when I was scared of letting go. I know I needed you, but I never showed. But I wanna stay with you into a gray and old, to see you won't let go, to see you won't let go. Yeah, see, it gets all muddled and all sorts of crazy stuff, but it's getting there. This is just connective tissue, because I've already practiced the song, I've already practiced the fingering, because I could play that all day, and that's all the song is. It's just a repeated pattern of that. This is the wrong key, but much in the same way that thinking out loud is just, there's a wrong key, but. And this is a weird key, so what would this be? When your legs don't walk like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet, will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheeks? And darling, I will be loving you till we're 70. And baby, my heart could simple as hard at 23. So that's way off, but yeah. So the hardest part that probably a lot of people recognized when I was doing my covers, like for Thinking Out Loud on YouTube, and like the Ariana Grande one and the other stuff that I was doing, is like everyone commented that I was singing wrong, and I was well aware that I was singing wrong, but it was the only way, because for me, singing is retraining my body from doing normal Let's Play stuff to controlled, like, gentleness. So whereas for all the times that you rain on my parade, and all the clubs you got in on saying my name. I gotta learn that one. I don't know if that one's gonna be ready for the tour, but the difference between that and and also like something about you makes me feel like a dangerous woman. So, whereas what I was doing was, and watch your ears, something about you makes me feel like it's pulling my chest voice really high, because I'm trying to find mixed voice. So whereas like a lot of the singing instruction that I've taken, it's about separating chest voice and head voice, and the difference between head voice and falsetto. Sorry, I don't have an outlet to talk about this shit, and I always try to. Well, I learn better when I'm just like riffing and able to let my brain go. So when it comes to stuff like this, and relaxing that head voice and making it a smooth transition, and then building the mix, the reason I did those the way I did was because it's the only way I could at the time. Also a confidence issue. Every time I was recording myself, like I was tensing up, and tensing up is the first thing. I'm very emo right now. Tensing up is the first thing that'll kill your singing. So, like when it comes to this, like you can get what the hardest part that I'm working on is like going from the part in Say You Won't Let Go, where it's like, I wanna live with you. Wait, I wanna live with you, even when we're ghosts. 'Cause you were always there for me when I needed you most. I'm gonna love you till my lungs give out. I promise till death we part, like in our vows. So I wrote this song for you. Now everybody knows it's just you and me until we're gray and old. Just say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go. So the difference being is like you can like that point in the song is loud, but my volume from doing Let's Plays is grotesque. A lot of people, here's a little secret, a lot of people think that Jack is louder than I am. Nobody's louder than I am. And I'm not doing that like, oh fuck, that guy's not loud. Jack is fucking loud. But ask Wade or Bob doing a collab next to me. It is the most terrifying thing in the world because I am so fucking loud. So that's like my instinct I have to fight, because I'm ridiculously loud. It's not like a competition thing. I'm just like, it's a burden, like especially for singing, because when you hear people sing, like this part here, it sounds fucking loud, but also they're amplified because they got a fucking microphone. So when it comes to like, I'm gonna love you till my lungs give out. I promise till death we part, like in our vows. What I would do, and I think that's marginally better than what I was doing, what I would do in another case with my Let's Play voice, I would go, I'm gonna love you till my lungs give out. I promise till death we part, like in our vows. And Chica's now looking around like, what the fuck is happening here? And that's the way that I could do the covers. So that's the way that I did do the covers, because it's pulling back. It's like training. It's this muscle I've been training for 5 years to do Let's Plays, but to do singing, it's way different. So I'm gonna love you till, I'm gonna love you till, I'm gonna love you till, I'm gonna love you till my lungs give out. I promise till death we part, like in our vows. Also, like I said earlier, playing and singing at the same time. So, what do you guys think of the difference that I just showed you? Because I just need to, because it's hard to train in a vacuum. I want a little bit of feedback, because this journey that I remember when I was like, who's here led a stream that I did on Facebook like what was it, 3 months ago now, and I was diddling, and I was like, uh-oh, I hope I don't become obsessed with this, because that'd be bad. And then what did I do? Became obsessed with it. So, but yeah. Oh yeah. Well, the thing is, like, I know you can't belt your voice like that, but that's the thing, right? I can, because I've trained for exactly that skill for 5 years. I've trained for, hello everybody, my name is Markiplier. Like, that's the skill that I have with my voice. And a lot of what I like had to break that habit of is just relaxing. Like, cause for me, the instinct of projecting is way above and beyond what it needs to be. And I don't want to do that. Because it'll fucking destroy. It was the one thing, because I can shout all day in a Let's Play, but when it comes to doing singing, like, if you do that and you try to reach high and do that, well, I mean, you're going to damage your voice, but my voice is super strong. My voice is raging bull strong, but even so, it impedes progress. So when it comes to stuff like this, yeah, well, the thing about like a Let's Play voice, it's not a Let's Play voice. It's like an announcer voice is what I'd say. Because this is me talking in my normal, like just speaking voice. And that's another thing that I've been trying to get back into, because to be perfectly honest, like just being in my normal speaking voice sometimes is very, very like hard, because I get lazy for it. When I'm not projecting, like there's a lot of muscles in your head and neck that like you don't even consciously think about. And when I train my body to do, hello everybody, my name is Markiplier, like, and that becomes the new default, like that's you know, that it's hard to break that habit. If anybody remembers, do you guys remember Octodad? Long time ago. I always talk about it because it was an interesting phenomenon, because I had a higher voice before Octodad, and then I had a lower voice after Octodad. If you go back to my first Let's Plays, like my voice was a lot higher. It was, hello everybody, my name Markiplier here, with another Let's Play of Amnesia: The Dark Descent. And it's not like that voice is gone. That actually was my normal speaking register up until that point. And that basically is my normal register. It's something that I've tried to get back to. Yeah, I know, it's long. Try singing deeper. Oh, no. Like, I have a great range. A lot of people were, like, worried because they were like, you need to sing deeper, you're a baritone. No, my Let's Play voice is deep. My actual voice is much higher than that. I'm not saying I'm a tenor. A lot of people are just like, you can't sing that high. But the notes that I was singing in Thinking Out Loud, let me just play on my good old iPad. It's what is it? Okay, not there. Can you guys hear this? Probably not. That's middle C. I think Thinking Out Loud only goes up to about there. I'm thinking out loud, maybe we found love right where we are. Maybe we found love right where we are. And you know, that is not exactly top of tenor range. But the Ariana Grande one, fuck yeah, way out of my range. That's stupid. But this is totally fine. There's nothing wrong with it. That's C, D, E, F, G, G sharp, or A, depending on where it is. I'm not a music theorist or a music major, so I just took it in high school. So when it comes to those things, it's, you know, it's not out of the range, even for a baritone. A baritone range on the extreme side is a high C, a male high C, which is C5. So when it comes to the range, like, I'm not a tenor. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm not, because even in my head voice, like if I try to go above high C, Like, I don't think it'd work, but that's in my range. So when it comes to like music and learning about music, it's complicated because like it's calling back a lot of the knowledge that I had, and also it's calling back to a way I used to sing like before, and it's crazy. No, I do not have perfect pitch. No, perfect pitch is a misunderstood thing. A lot of people think that if you can match notes, you have perfect pitch. I mean, that's not true. Perfect pitch is like an innate understanding of every note. You can name any note at any time, no matter what it is. And it's a complicated thing. And I don't even get pitch right half the time, so I'm about as far removed from perfect pitch as it can possibly go. But I am learning about like, you know, transposing, changing keys, doing that stuff, because like this is not the key that Ed played thinking out loud, but you can sing to it. When your legs don't work like they used to. No. When your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet. Your mouth to remember the taste of my love. Something like that. You match the notes and you try to change and listen, and hopefully practice. But I've never done that one before. I wonder, like, just for an example, I'm now up. The capo is on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's on the sevens. And I can't sweep you off of your feet. Will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from the cheeks? And darling, I will be loving you till we're 70. Not quite. And baby, my heart still full as hard at 23. And you don't have to go up that high, like, to do that. This is whatever sounds good and what you can actually sing, because that's just way off. Anyway, so I deviated from my point here. So the question that I had was versus from the difference between like when your legs don't, and that's an exaggeration, but just my cover. Because a lot of like what I've been doing is like just refining to a good point, like, and getting to a point where like I can perform and not make a total ass out of myself like I'm doing here. But you know, it's a lot about that. So like the progress that I've made, it's hard to translate because like I'm not showing you every step of the journey. But it's when I get obsessed about something, like I want to learn absolutely every single thing about it and what makes it work. Like, so when I'm practicing, like I'm studying like I would watch like the inside of my mouth. I would sing in the mirror just so I could know like what the fuck's going on in there. And it's a horror show. Don't ever do that. Don't sing in front of the mirror and look inside the back of your throat. It's terrifying. But what you find is like all these different muscles that you don't normally think about because they're so innate to conversation and talking that it's so confusing sometimes going from these strange keys and just being able to do like bridging head voice and chest voice, like all these topics, they're words that don't mean anything, but when I want to know, like I break it down to the most elemental level. Even with guitar, the guitar, like I never appreciated like the art of just being able to do this with a capo and suddenly you're in a different like key. It's like it's really intelligently designed what this is, and so when it comes down to things like this and like those things, it's that stuff that fascinates me. And it's how I used to be in high school. And then I stopped because I didn't have any reason to go forward. Because I was first chair in trumpet, in the concert band, I was first chair freshman year. And once you get that, it's like, well, why should I be any better? Why should I practice? And I kind of gave up on it. And I don't know. I regret doing that, but you can't do anything about the past. You gotta just keep doing what you gotta do. So it is what it is. So anyway, again, I got off topic. I'm trying to read you guys answers to this. So what do you guys think? Oh God, don't sing while you're looking in the back of your throat. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's the kind of feedback that I'm looking for. Softening the notes. Who was that? That was Caitlin Boutel. Yeah, because a lot of what I was doing was very harsh because a lot of let's playing is enunciation. So it's like, hello everybody, my name is Markiplier. But when it's singing, a lot from the teachers that I've had and the instruction that I've been taking, a lot of singing is about keeping the inside of your mouth in a neutral state. And so when it becomes what it is, it's like I'm not best at explaining it, but the most basic thing was my teacher that I first had when I came to LA. I didn't appreciate what he was teaching me at the time because it seemed stupid. But he really built the fundamental for me actually taking this and putting it to heart, because it's so basic. But the exercises that he had me doing were just sighing. He would have me just for 5 minutes straight. We would do nothing but that. And over and over and over again. And he kept talking about the chest voice and head voice. And in my ignorant state, I didn't know what any of that meant. So it's just, it didn't land on me. But then when there's Seth Riggs, he's an instructor that basically it's kind of his methodology. I don't know the schools of thought, but his methodology with making your singing voice the same as your speaking voice, basically, and just a bunch of other stupid sounding exercises like nay 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 and those things. So going up and down all those exercises a million times. That's like I want to talk to you guys about obsession. I know I never finish a goddamn thought in anything I do, but that's because I use this opportunity to ramble. But this is something about obsession that I love. It's something that gets in the way of everything else you do in life, and it messes up everything else. But when you get obsessed with something, I want to walk you through my day. In even to this day, of what I do for singing is I get up at 6, 7. I take Cheek out. I get my breakfast. All that stuff, and then I hop in the car. And I go out. I don't care if there's traffic or not. I just get to the nearest highway and I just start driving. It doesn't matter how fast or slow it's going. I'm just driving. And I've got these Seth Riggs exercises in my car. It's 7 in the morning. Everyone else is mad in traffic. And I'm just next to them going, go, 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 go. Go, 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 over and over and over and over again. And I drive an hour south, and then I drive an hour back, and that's my warm-up. That 2 hours, that's my warm-up, because I take the whole drive to The driving is good because it takes my mind off of exactly what I'm doing, and it's also just a very monotonous thing that I can have, like, I'm not totally focused on singing, so I can, like, have it more be muscle memory than anything. And then when I get back, like, it's probably 9 or 10, and then I just get in, and then I start going off of songs. I play songs, I sing with them, I try to very much listen. Once I've had an hour of songs in, I bust out this little keyboard, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna find exactly, like, how I'm singing, like, what am I doing wrong, what am I doing right, like, because there's a lot of different ways that I can make the shit in my mouth hit this note. Like, there's so many different ways that you could do that, and but when it all comes down to it, just being able to relax is key to everything, and that's the hardest thing for me to do, is just to fucking relax, because that's the other thing about, like, being obsessed with something, is that you can't fucking relax. So, but then in the end, you know, hopefully you got something halfway decent at the end of it. I met you in the dark, you lit me up, you made me feel as though I was enough. We danced the night away, we drank too much. I held your hair back when you were throwing up. Then you smiled, then you looked, or then you smiled, I can't remember. Then you smiled over your shoulder. For a minute I was stone cold sober. I pulled you closer to my chest. Then you asked me to stay over. I said I already told you. I think that you should get some rest. Yeah. I knew I loved you then, but you never know. 'Cause I played it cool when I was scared of letting go. I knew I needed you, but I never showed. I wanna stay with you until we're gray and old. Just say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go. I'll wake you up with some breakfast in bed. I'll bring you coffee with a kiss on your head. I'll take the kids to school, wave them goodbye. I'll thank my lucky stars for that night. When you looked over your shoulder, that's where it's when you looked. For a minute I forget that I'm older. I wanna dance with you right now. I'm so in love with you, I hope you know. Darling, your love is more than worth its weight in gold. We've come so far, my dear, look how we've grown. I wanna live with you until we're gray and old. Just say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go. And it's a little off, like, but I'm still, that's why I was doing it at the beginning of the stream. I'm still trying to tie the lyrics to the actual playing guitar, because it's like trying to pat your head, rub your stomach, and play the fucking guitar at the same time. I want to live with you, even when we're ghosts. You were always there for me when I needed you most. I'm gonna love you till my lungs give out. I promise till death we part, like in our vows. So I wrote this song for you, now everybody knows that it's just you and me until we're gray and old. Just say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go. Fuck. Just say you won't let go. Bam. Okay. So it's a mess right now, but like I said, combining guitar and combining singing is hard, but God, is it fun. Like, it's fun. Anyway, so not quite where it needs to be on that one, but the other ones are coming together better. So I'll have them ready for the tour until that time. Yeah. You usually like raspy sounding voices. Genevieve. Genevieve is such a cool name. Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I think a lot of what I did, like, especially when I was doing Let's Plays, is I wanted that deep announcer voice. Like, I wanted it badly. So that's a lot of what I did. It was because like I said, my first videos is, hello everybody, Markiplier here. And that's not me trying to be, like, have a higher voice. That was my voice. Like, so when it came to learning how to do low, like, I can get low. I can get low. I can get really low. And low is what I know how to do, and I know how to get very low. But when it comes to, like singing, I don't want to sing at that level. And a lot of it's, like, over the years, as I was doing Let's Plays, like, learning how to change the formation in your mouth and, like, change the muscles that are being used there into something that allows you to do that, you know, have that voice. And that's part of what comes along with it. And I've only been doing this, like, what I'm doing singing-wise for 4 months now, less than 4 months, as opposed to, like, casually doing it versus obsession, which, like I said, is the 6 hours a day before noon of just doing that thing. And then carrying on doing it. It's 5. I've been doing this since 8 a.m. Anyway, so I've been working on this for 9 hours today already, and I don't want to stop. Like, that's what I'm doing. Like, that's why I love it. Also, that's a testament to the strength of my voice. Been singing and playing guitar since about 9, 10 a.m. and it's been pretty good. But my fingers are not keeping up as strongly. My fingers hurt like you would not believe. It is. It's not really showing it, but the calluses and, like, you can even, like, God, it's building up real bad. So if my fingers could get 5 years of experience back into whatever I'm doing, then maybe it could keep up with my voice. But when it comes to this, like, it's a lot of fun, and it's something that I never thought I would do, and it's something that I never thought I'd be, like, brave enough to share. As bombastic and egotistical I am in the rest of my life, and as much as I just don't give a fuck, when it comes to singing, like I know I'm not good at it, so I don't know where it's gonna go. You know, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it if I do. But the journey that I've been taking so far, with no clear goal other than just being able to, like, show you guys something, it's really nice. Yeah, it's something that I don't get to do often. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, singing is really hard. Like, I'm well aware that singing is hard, and I can attest, because when I was starting out singing, I thought there was like 15 different ways to sing, because I didn't understand, like, the difference between falsetto, head voice. Like, what in the world does that even mean? Like, it's meaningless. Like, falsetto. I didn't know that there was a difference between that and some mysterious thing called head voice. That's like that. It's and then, like, being loud in one, because you can, like, and then there's mixed voice, which just throws a goddamn wrench into everything. Like, the fuck are you, like, I barely understand head voice. You're gonna throw mixed voice in there, which is singing, like, in head voice with a bit of chest voice. Like, it's the weirdest thing. And then, like, this tutorial that I had for how to sing in mixed voice was try to imitate a baby's cry, which is like that. And I was like, this is fucking stupid. I'm in my house alone going, and But like the weirdest thing, like with singing, like the weird exercises are the ones that actually make a damn bit of difference. Like, because it's just like it makes me understand, like, oh, there's muscles in the back of my mouth that I have physical control over. The muscles are similar to the ones that raise your soft palate in the back of your throat, and then if you like squeeze, all of it's from the diaphragm, and of course I'm sitting right now, so I like singing is much easier when you're standing, but I can't do this when I'm sitting, so it's like I'm doing something, and then it's just like it's all bullshit, but there's really like. There's only one way. Like when you think about it, and like the more I read up on it, the more I like watch those crazy videos of like the cameras down your throat, and the more I do that is like the more I see like it's all the same. It's all the same. It's all just your vocal cords. The rest is how you shape the resonance chamber. And when you think about it like that, it's like, oh, okay. It is what it is. So, like, what's too complicated about it? And then you start to refine down, and then you start to be like, okay, so I can go ha, or I can go ha, or I can go ha, 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 you know, all that stuff. And a lot of it looks stupid, and a lot of it looks really, really stupid, and a lot of it is, frankly, very stupid. The wah is super dumb, and frankly, I don't even know if it works, but it got me to recognize some muscles back there that I didn't know before, so it is what it is. And then in a few months' time... I see a lot of people asking. There are... I do have a singing instructor, and I do work very closely with proper singing technique. That doesn't mean that I can't do improper singing technique and have fun with it, because what's the point of knowing something if you can't have fun with it? Right? Yeah, anyway. So, I do that all the time. Like I said, I do the practicing. A lot of if anyone, what I'm not looking for is practice suggestion, because I'll come over to your house, I'll punch you in the face because I don't care. Because I don't need exercises. I have exercises. What I want is landmarks that aren't my own ears. You know what I mean? I need this connection with you guys to be able to bounce it off of, and I know there's a couple thousand people in here, which I didn't want, but when it comes down to like knowing progress, like I record myself a lot. I've got hundreds of videos on my phone of me singing, and like me singing in different ways and refining down and exercises, stuff like that. But when it comes down to actually hearing what's good, like your ears can betray you. Like I don't know what sounds good sometimes. So I rely on Amy for that. I'll send Amy videos like all through the day. Like, does this sound good? And she's like, I can't listen to you singing. I'm in a coffee shop. Like, please go away. And so it's just like it's that feedback that needs. I should sing "Believer" by Imagine Dragons. Now, if there's a song that's out of my range, it's probably that one. That singer, like, I'm pretty sure that guy is much higher than I am. Yeah. Too bad I got you guys because you support us. Steven Universe songs, I have no idea. I've never even watched Steven Universe. I couldn't point Steven Universe out of a lineup of cartoons, to be perfectly honest. Don't practice, just sing. Practicing will makes you want to quit. Did I not... Wait, what was your name? Here, Aurora Foster. Let me tell you something about obsession that I told everyone else, and I don't think you were here for. Aurora, practice is everything. No, don't just sing. What I'm doing here in front of you guys is not practice. This is it's practice in a different way. It's practice for me being able to sing in front of people. It's practice for me being able to talk about this stuff. Practice is everything. If you want to be good at something, you practice. When I was trying to do Let's Plays, like, I practiced a million times. I threw away so many videos just because I was like, well, that was garbage, but chalk one up to the 10,000 hour rule. Like, if you're obsessed with something, it doesn't matter if it's boring. And like, you think I enjoy like going out at 6 a.m. to drive on the highway in the middle of traffic to do 2 hours of warm up? Like, no, there's tons of other things I would rather be doing with my time, but there's nothing I would rather be doing with my time because I know where it's leading me. And so that's the importance of when you have a passion, understanding where you're taking it and seeing like where you're going with it, and moreover, not making it paramount that you succeed at it. Because I don't care if I don't care if this goes nowhere. Like, I don't care if I never make an album. I don't care if I never make a song. I don't care if I, never use it. I care very much about taking the time to spend on it and taking the time to make sure I'm doing it right and taking the time to show myself that I have the discipline to practice and like relentlessly practice while also having fun with it. I'm not like, I hope I don't come across like I'm lecturing you, because that's not what I'm trying to do. It's very hard for me to give off how I think about things, how I think about what I make. And that, like, it all ties into kind of like why the hiatus that I took was the hardest thing I've ever done, because my obsession with making videos is not over. I am still obsessed with it. Like, every waking hour that I'm not practicing music is I'm working on the new style of videos that I want to make. And it's such a hard thing for me to be like, I need to step away from this. Okay. And that's why putting up that first cover was so important for me, because I've done this before. I know how hard, I know the impediment in my mind. I know the impediment of, this isn't good, so I don't want to put it out there, but I know I have to, because if I don't put it out there, then I never will. That's a step that you have to take in identifying those landmarks of when you need to take that big step that scares the shit out of you are the most important thing. And that's why the hiatus was super important, because I knew I needed that step to be able to get to the next point, because I've been trying to force it for the past year, and by doing more, but it doesn't work that way, and you just get angry and upset at yourself because you're like, why am I not progressing? Oh yeah, that big scary step that I haven't taken yet. But let's shelve that for a bit. I'm going to be mad some more. That's a lot of what it is. Anyway, I've gotten totally off topic. What was I doing? I'm gonna love you till, I'm gonna love you till my lungs give out. I promise to death we part like in our vows. So I wrote this song for you. Now everybody knows that it's just you and me until we're gray and old. Just say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go. Anyway, so that's all that is. No, Chica, no one's here. No, that was me. I'm sorry. Well, Chica's off. Chica, it's me. It was me. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna get out of here. Chica, it's okay. No barking. Come on, just be pup. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna get out of here. Hope you guys have a good night. Thank you for the input. I was reading and I wasn't talking. I do that a lot. I read and I don't talk, because that's why I don't finish my thoughts, is because I read and I don't talk, and I am already thinking about the next question before I finish this one. It's okay, bud. No one's there. It's okay, puppy. No one's there. You guys want to say hi to Chica? Whoa. Chica, where'd you go? There you are. Hey, bud. Good girl. All right, anyway. I'm getting out of here, so you guys have a good night. I'm going to keep working on this, obviously, for many more hours. So I will see you guys on the tour or in other random bullshit that I do over the next few days.